and all worlds will join, where every man is equally under God. Prosperity for all and endless life with pure untainted blood will forever flow. The beginning of mankind and every step taken since are essential elements in this journey. Heaven will be created. This is the power of the living. This is the power of knowledge. In the future, man will be more than man. By God's will, man will find peace and tranquility, but with his approval, eventually, we will all coexist forever, painless. Today is that journey.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Marcus Sykes, a.k.a. Black Jesus, the Antichrist, President of the United States. And I've got to address a few things with the situation that we're in right now. Welcome, everybody. My name is Marcus Sykes, a.k.a. Black Jesus, the Antichrist, President of the United States. And we need to address a few things. Okay. A lot of y'all are, you know what I'm saying? I'm hearing a lot of talk. Everybody's thinking like I'm on drugs. I'm on drugs. Okay, look, let me tell you something. I'm not on drugs, okay? I'm 41 years old. Look at me. Do I look like I've been doing drugs my whole life? Think about that. Okay, you don't have to be on drugs to have to see that there's a problem in the United States. You don't have to be on drugs to want to do something about it. Okay, stop disrespecting the situation and realize what's really going on right now. I'm giving everybody an opportunity, a chance to change the United States for the better, to give everybody freedom and equality, which is what we all deserve. Now that's what this is all about. This ain't about getting high or me being on cocaine. I'm not on cocaine. I'm not on anything. I'm right now telling you what I'm finna do in the United States because it needs to be done. Now let's get that out the way. First off, not a drug addict, okay? I'm not a drug addict, but I ain't got no problem with people who want to do drugs. I ain't got no problem with that. You want to get high? In fact, it's your right to get high. It's your right to be high whenever you want to, however you want to. That's what I believe in. This is a free country. You want to? I'm black. I'm not racist, but you know what? I believe that you should be able to be racist if you want to. If it's anywhere in the world you want to be racist right now, you know what I'm saying? In the United States, that's where you're supposed to be able to be free to be racist if that's what you want to be. But let me tell you something. That's for you and your privacy. Okay? You in your house. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It's your right to say, look, I don't want you in my house because you black or you Mexican or you white. I don't care. You don't need no reason to kick somebody out your house. That's your privacy. You got a right. That's your right. You know what I'm saying? You can be as racist as you want to be at home in your privacy. You can have people hanging, you know what I'm saying, like dolls hanging off nooses and everything. That's your freedom. I'm down for that. I'll fight and die for you to be as racist as you want to be in your house. But the moment you step out in the real world, in society, in the public of the United States of America, you're going to respect everybody else's freedom. And you ain't finna bring your racistness to they don't. No, that's where the line is drawn. Okay. I'm not going to settle for you trying to overstep my rights just because you racist, because you got a ignorant problem in your brain. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And you keep it away from me. But if you want to be racist, go ahead. I ain't mad at you. I don't care. If you want to do drugs, go ahead. I ain't mad at you. I don't care. You ain't my problem. My problem is the system. Because the system is victimizing all the people. If you can't see that, then you are caught up in the situation and you don't know what's about to happen. Because what's about to happen in the United States right now, what is going on is democracy has been threatened. The democracy is over in this country. Right now, you got social media companies, mainly Facebook, that's violating your rights right along with the government. So now you're getting your rights are being violated by the government. Now your rights are being also violated by companies, corporations, powerful companies and corporations like Facebook. See, here's the situation with Facebook. Okay, they're dealing with our evolution. This is our evolution. Social media is our evolution. Now, Mark Zuckerberg didn't invent social media. Okay? Get it out your brain. We don't owe him nothing for Facebook. He didn't even come up with the idea. He ain't even the one putting it together. He's just the one that put the paperwork together. And now, just like Bill Gates, he's super rich. And he calling the shots. But think about it. How is he making his money? See, this is what you don't understand because you're not reading the fine print. When you get on Facebook and you upload images and information about you, that is no longer your information. It belongs to Mark Zuckerberg. Okay? If you're on Facebook and your whole life is on Facebook, then guess what? You just gave yourself up to Mark Zuckerberg. He owns everything in your life. And it don't matter to you. It makes no difference that he's doing it. And it doesn't care until you get to that point like I am right now where they say, oh, we don't like what you said and we don't like that position. So we shutting you down. We disabling your account. And we're going to separate you from all your friends and family. Now we got a problem. Now you got a problem. So you don't care until it's your life, until it's your situation under arrest. Now, but then it's too late. It's too late to care now. And see, right now, I'm speaking to you right now because what we got to do is we got to wake up. People thinking I'm on drugs because I'm talking loud, because I'm crunk. And they think, oh, this man is crazy. This man is on drugs. But no, I'm fed up because this is out of control. Facebook is taking Facebook is taking our democracy and stepping on it. Okay? You can't say what Facebook don't want you to say. Do you understand what I'm saying? Facebook got you by the balls. You can't do and say nothing that they don't want you to. Anything you saying out there that, it's whatever, okay, cool. But if you become a threat, like me running for president, okay, now he's a threat. Let's shut him down. That's not right. Because it's not me that they shutting down. It's you. Because see, I'm representing the voice of the people. I am a voice. I am speaking. There are certain people who believe in the same thing that I believe and who understand and are pushing for the same thing that I'm pushing for. Change in America. Facebook just cut us down and just cut us out. Now, you know that ain't right. You know that ain't right. You probably don't care. You probably don't give two squats about what I'm saying. But guess what? This is letting you know right now. This is a message letting you know right now. Public service announcement. You are in trouble. Your democracy has been stolen through social media. Your rights have been stolen through social media. Your right to privacy has been stolen from you. You've been tricked. And now you ain't nothing but a battery in the engine of another man getting rich. And this is the problem that we got in America. This was not the way it was supposed to happen. They're curbing our enthusiasm for the money. You getting backdoored by Facebook for the money. Understand what I'm telling you. Facebook is backdooring every single one of y'all. And y'all can't help it but to be on there because you know it's a part of our evolution. You know that this is what we're supposed to be doing. But it's not supposed to be done like this where we're getting exploited in the process and somebody's trying to own our life. That's not right. You understand what I'm saying? And I stand up for what's right. So, of course, what did Facebook do? They disabled my account, shut my campaign down. What? And you think they're out to help you? You think Facebook is out for good? Did you ever take a chance to really look and read what they're telling you? They own everything on Facebook. You don't own nothing on Facebook. None of those pictures are yours. None of your words are yours. Nothing you do on Facebook belongs to you anymore. You've been had. And if you don't see that, then I feel bad for you. Because you probably the reason that this will continue. We got to change it. I represent that. I am that change. This ain't no drugs telling me to do this. This ain't, do you really think this is drugs? Then you on drugs. You're a drug addict. Something's wrong with your brain. Because this is real talk. And if you can't recognize that, then I feel sorry for you. Because you the one in trouble. You the one in trouble because you can't even see. You can't even see what they doing to you. You really think you doing something, don't you? You ain't doing nothing. but getting sized up and getting played. That's why Mark Zuckerberg got 64 billion. Because he's backdooring you. And you still don't get it. You still run around trying to call me the answer to the problem, a drug addict? You need to start making sense. You need to grow up. You need to open your mind and realize where you're standing, because this is a battlefield. And right now, they're taking your rights. The U.S. government is taking your rights day in and day out. Facebook is taking your rights day in and day out. They both backdooring you. Now, you looking at me, you think this, you trying to make sense of this. Make sense of it. Think about it. Make sense of me. Try. There's only one reason I'm doing this. Because I'm fed up with this situation. Because it ain't right what they're doing to us. If you can't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because it's obvious and evident. They're writing it down. They're confirming it. See, there's only a small window, a very small window that we got to make a change. Because as the evolution is happening, okay, our future is being put into a situation to where we got one of two choices. One of two choices. Either we're going to progress and do things right with freedom and equality. We're going to progress with freedom and equality and then afford that to everybody and then grow exponentially into the greatest society in history ever and become heaven on earth. That's one option. The second option, continue this slave master program until we done disintegrated ourselves into destruction. That's all we have as a choice right now. And I'm representing that choice of progression to the future. It don't take a genius to figure this out. If you're so confused about the truth that you think I'm a drug addict, then I feel sorry for you, sir. I feel sorry for you, sir. We only got two choices. And it's coming down to the point where we got to make a choice. Now. We got to make a choice now. Because the evolution of these robots and technology is going to make it difficult. See, Hitler, the original Hitler, they knew we was going to get to a point of prosperity where robots and technology and everything was going to take us to a higher level of civilization. So in their minds, it was a question of who's going to control it and who's going to inherit that, the powers of that. And they decided white men was going to be the ones. And the United States was based on that same mentality. So even right now today, whether you like it or not, white supremacy is still in full effect. Even if you don't feel like you're a white supremacist, you are the recipients of white supremacy. This country was built for white people. It was built by blacks and other people too. But it was built for white people. It was handed down to white people through socialism. And the others were capitalism was used against them, and everything was stolen from them and given to the white people, the white supremacists who handed it down through socialism through the centuries in the United States. And this was happening with the resources worldwide. So this sign represents the change of that. That's the new world order, the end of white supremacy. That's what that represents. That's why it looks just like a swastika. But if you think that that's a swastika, then you are out of your mind. You think that's a swastika? What is wrong with you? Think. Stop listening and start thinking for yourself. Make sense of yourself. Make sense of what you're looking at. Think about it. It's not a swastika. How dare you? How dare you? I'm a black African king, descendant of the slaves who built this country. And you're going to sit here and think I'm a Nazi? But you got all kinds in America. So I understand. I get it. You know, it's easy to, you know what I'm saying, be surprised by something like that. Because in reality, yeah, we do got some black Nazis in America. Blew me away too when I saw it. But see, that just shows you how confused we are. That's how confused we are. That's not sincere. Any black man wearing a Nazi symbol, he's confused and lost. But he obviously got some friends that are intimidating him. So now we got the situation. We got to, you know what I'm saying? We got the situation of Facebook government. See, this is what, let me explain to y'all what I'm talking about doing. I'm talking about changing everything in the United States. Seriously. Like, I'm going to go over this again because a lot of people, they just now seeing this video. They just now meeting me in this video. So let me explain this again. Okay, so the people in the United States, I'm going to introduce to them this new wave of change and everything, this new plan that will work, this new upgrade to American society that's going to bring us closer to freedom and equality for everyone. In fact, it's going to guarantee it. And so the people going to say, oh, yeah, I love that plan. That's the right thing to do. So I'm voting for you. And then once I get the 50 million votes I need, then I'm going to be voted into the White House. Rules and stuff going to be changed in order for that to happen. But it's going to happen. Then once I get in the White House, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to invoke martial law. And then I'm going to shut Washington down. I'm going to invoke martial law on Washington, on the Capitol. That means Congress, the Senate, Supreme Court, everything down. Get out. Get out. That means Congress, the Supreme Court, and everything in Washington is surrounded by the military. And now, every federal building in the United States is surrounded by the military. For the people and companies, it's business as usual. But effective immediately, we are now creating the new government foundation, which is a system, a digital system, that's based on the same idea of Facebook, but it's on an official level of the government, and everything in it is official and backed up and highly secure. And nobody can just jump up and tell you, well, your account is denied, or we're going to disable your account like they do on Facebook. And can't nobody jump into your account, not even the president, because your account is protected by your right to privacy. This is literally real privacy that we talking about. No police officer, no federal agent, nobody can jump into your account. Okay, now when that system is up and online, I'm relinquishing all the power in the United States to that system. That's first, all the powers in the United States is going to be invested into me in order to get that done. So therefore, what I say do, what everyone will have to do. And that therefore it will be done. What I demand done is government Facebook. So that's going to make it happen in 2 years. Because there will be no interruptions. Congress, Republicans and Democrats, they're going to be voting on how they're going to integrate themselves into the system. Because they ain't going to be able to stop me. Because I'm working for you. And this is the plan we already was aware of. This is the only reason I was elected. Now, this government Facebook, the way this situation is going to work, we're getting rid of the IRS and a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on. Okay, Treasury Department, all that finna get salvaged. Ain't no more printing money or nothing like that. 20% on everything moving. Piece of candy, 20%. Brand new house, 20%. But that 20% gonna go into your account. You've got an account that is associated with your Facebook government account. Okay, everything you do, 20% is going into that account. Now, that is your power as a representative in the government. That is your power, your 20%. So if you want to fund something or get something going or support somebody in something, boom, it comes from that 20%. So therefore, if you don't want to fund abortions, then your money's not going to abortions. But if you do support abortions, you pro-life, then you can support abortions. Now we got it set up to where you have the power of purse. Every individual person has the power of purse. Now, a lot of y'all will say, well, that 20% is way too much. That's a lot, man. That's a whole lot. You're right. That is a lot. But what you got to understand is this. We're talking about a government of the people for real this time. We're talking about a system for the people for real this time. A system ran and controlled by the people. So the more money you got in this system, the more money y'all working together, y'all do what y'all want to do. And y'all have each other to rely on. Y'all have a lot to do. Every bit of this money is going to y'all making things better for yourselves. It's not going to Congress to give whoever they want to and then backdoor you and everything gets stolen from you. No, the public sector is going to become completely transparent. That means everything, every dollar that goes into the government will be seen as it comes in day for day. Every single dollar, you can see it, you can feel it, it's right there on your, you can access it. You have access to all the information that's within the public sector because you need that information in order to make the changes that need to be made. Because now you represent yourself and you represent your government as well. You are just as strong as any representative today. That's what the whole idea of it is. It's not about separating and playing this guy playing king and you playing a slave. Because, see, the representative government is based on that. Representative government came from slave master type of situation. Great Britain used that situation to control the United States. It was just a way to use us and abuse us. So guess what? That's the same thing that representative government is doing right now. Except it's white supremacists against the public. The populace. Okay, now I'm coming through. Screw that supremacy crap. I'm finna give the power to the populace. So this is what's finna happen, ladies and gentlemen. Now with this Facebook government situation, you can go in and you see something wrong. You see something wrong in your city, in your town. Something ain't right. All you got to do is you can make a difference. You can jump on your government Facebook and you could raise awareness. And then you can get people to support you. And then you can move on legislation yourself. You don't need to talk and try to impress upon some representative that don't care nothing about you because he's backdooring you. These representatives, the governor don't care about you. The mayor don't care about you. Nobody cares about you. Okay? That's the law. That's the law of nature right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to that. Don't listen to them. They don't care about you. Nobody does. You better care about yourself. Because don't nobody care. Why do you think the bum is on the side of the street? Why do you think he's there? Because the truth is nobody cares about nobody. Everybody cares about self. That person can't help themselves. So therefore, they're on the street corner. There is no way anybody's going to do anything for him if he doesn't do it for himself. That's because nobody cares about him. That's why he's on the corner. Now, I'm going to change the system. I'm going to change the system to where ain't going to be no bum on the street corner because that's a problem. That's a problem right there. Whether you want to acknowledge it or not, that is a problem for somebody to be sitting on the street corner like that. Because now you know what I'm saying? That's some unethical, psychological, crazy stuff going on in our society. So we got to fix it. But how you going to fix it when everybody's a self-pleasing robot? Don't nobody care about them. Well, you set it up in this system, government Facebook. Okay, look, we got homelessness in the city. How many people we got? Figure it out. Okay, boom. Okay, anybody who solves this, here are all the credentials. This is all the resources we have in the city. How can we get this fixed? If you figure out a way, the city has raised $2 million. We taxed everybody out of the 20% that everybody's paying, right? Enough people have funded the situation to the point to where we got $2 million, a $2 million bounty on fixing this problem. Okay, nothing happened. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? We didn't get it going on. Okay, next year, we'll keep adding that money up. That money's piling up. Okay, now we got $4 million for somebody to fix this problem. No, we still didn't figure it out. Okay, we got 8 million. Eventually, somebody's going to figure it out. The bigger that money gets. And this is how the system is going to work. It's not going to be based on some representative who doesn't care. A representative doesn't have all the answers. Like the governor doesn't have all the answers to the state of Texas. All right. The governor is not, one man is never the expert on many things and the expert of all, the king of all things. No, that's stupid. That's retarded. No man can do that. I mean, the governor can't even hook up his own smart home. How is he going to run a whole country? I mean, run the whole state. He can't even hook his own smart home up. He can't even do his own yard work. He don't know how. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's no way this system is ever going to work when we got one man sitting up in an office controlling everybody. Talking about he's representing everybody and I'm doing this for that and that for you, when he's not. All he's doing is sitting in this office and taking bribes. We all know this. We ain't catching them. There's no way to catch them. But they're taking bribes. They get caught every now and then. When you catch one politician taking a bribe, that's 1 out of 1 million bribes. You ain't never going to catch all the bribes. And now this is the situation where none of our problems are getting solved because our money is being squandered. We got in a situation right now in Dallas, we got a street, you know what I'm saying? We got a, this is how it goes down. We say, oh, we need another street. We need a street. So what we going to pay for? How we going to pay for this street? Well, somebody came up with an idea and said, oh, well, we could do a tollway and then that'll help us pay for the street. Oh, okay. That sounds good. We could do a tollway and then that could help us pay for the street. The people liked the idea because the people that's on the street, you know what I'm saying, to help pay for it. Okay, then when it's paid off, we'll take away the toll. However, they done been paid the toll off. They done kept the toll, done increased the amount of the toll, and then they're giving us lies and crap and basically pocketing all this money. Now, how is they able to get through it? Now, they're able to do all this and maneuver and get all this money because they're on the inside and dealing with the stuff right. They're dealing with it themselves. Now, we, on the other hand, are just riding around dealing with our life. We don't know what they're doing. We can't see what they're doing. We can't even check them. They're just giving us orders. Pay the toll. And we're paying the toll and we're like, wait a minute, wasn't this supposed to move? Wasn't this? But nobody's got time to sit here and try to fight them about it. I mean, it's a losing battle anyway. The whole system's based against you and for them. So it's like, okay, they're over here extorting money and we're building all these roads and they're still taxing us for the roads. And it's like, what is going on? You getting backdoored is what's going on. So now I'm going to make the system transparent. So you ain't making no roads or no toll roads unless everybody agrees. Not every single body, but the most of us have to agree. That means we have to all be well informed on what you're talking about doing. And it's got to make sense because we're going to scrutinize everything that you're trying to do. Right? We the people. And we don't want our money spent on no just any kind of way. And we definitely ain't finna let you steal our money and backdoor us like you've been doing. So we finna check you. Every single one of us is gonna be like, oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? And the only way you're gonna get that toll road done is if it's right. It's the only way. That's the only way. And then as soon as it's done, the money is going straight back to us. Any profit is coming back to us and to new roads that we gonna create. And there is no deviation from the plan. There is no way to backdoor us. And now we are prospering 10 times faster and way better than ever because we ain't got no loss off of theft. That's right, theft. See, the business suits, all these guys in business suits are thieves. They're thieves. Malcolm X used to rob houses in suits because he was a thief. That's how the situation works. To date, in the United States, it's always been like, okay, you got to steal money. Freedom and equality. That's what we're trying to achieve in this country. We've been trying to achieve it ever since it began. It started out with slavery, 3/4 of a man. And that was all because of representation. It was all because of representation, votes and things of that nature. That's the reason the slaves got left loose, because of representation. It's an argument and a situation dealing with that. Now, what it's time for us to do, it's time for us to work together. It's time for us to move to the next level. Now, Facebook government is that next level. I'm preaching it to you now. I'm showing you how it works. You will have the power. First off, you will have a voice. See, we're going to make it equal with everybody, because everybody in the United States are going to have one vote. One vote. But that one vote will be very important in anything that goes on within the city, within your neighborhood, within your state, and within and nationwide. You will have power. You will not only have the power of the voice, but you will also have the power of the purse. Your tax dollars, you are going to have control over that. And you're going to be able to direct things as they happen in the United States. You are becoming a power position. Every single person is a power position. Now every person is valuable. Now being a citizen is valuable. Now belittling somebody is not gonna be good and in your favor. It doesn't make sense to do that. We need to stick together as a country. Okay? I mean, you're white, I'm black, whatever. But we're American. You know what I'm saying? We're free, we're the free people. We're the ones who made this country what it is today. We did this. We made this whole world what it is today. The whole world is based on what we've done and what we've accomplished. Everything. All these other countries are just knockoffs. They want to be like us, but they can't, because they don't want to give up. Their power structures do not want to relinquish the power that they have. And we are we're about to totally decentralize every bit of the power in America. You understand what I'm saying? Congress is going to be sitting back asking you for money for their military budget. They're going to be asking you. They're not going to be sitting here checking the president out every day and trying to make his life hard. They're going to be trying to figure out how to get your vote. They're going to have a hard job. You see what I'm saying? Because they ain't getting nothing. Ain't nothing coming their way unless they come to the people and get it. Now that's how I'm going to change it. Now I'm finna make you worth something. And then I'm finna guarantee your rights on top of that. Because once we digitize the situation, the Constitution is finna be digitized as well. The Constitution is finna become an artificial intelligence. See, as it stands right now, it's a piece of paper. So your constitutional rights are being violated all the time because other people are ignorant or just don't care. All the time. You got police officers running around town. They don't have any kind of education. They don't even know how to shoot a gun. So they're going to violate your rights. They don't know what the rights are. They don't understand law, period. It's a trip that they are officers, but their job is just to go out and pick people up. So that's all they do. They just run around looking for somebody to pick up. They violating people's rights, though, all the way. They beating people up, shooting and killing people. Okay? The Constitution's finna put an end to this situation because you get pulled over in your car, right? And then the police pop up. So then you tell the police officer the police officer say, you walking down the street and the police officer say, hey, I need to ID you. You be like, wait a minute, I don't have to ID you. You be like, yeah, you do. Constitution. I'm walking down the street, right? You know what I'm saying? Right now. Do I need to ID this officer? Do I need to ID myself for this officer? Is it my right to refrain from IDing from this officer? And the Constitution will be like, yeah, you are well within your rights to not ID yourself to this officer right here and right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, officer, you heard what the Constitution said. Yeah, I heard what the Constitution said. Well, we got somebody, you know what I'm saying? You fit the description of somebody in the area. Okay, officer, are you going to arrest me or not? No, I'm not going to arrest you. Okay, well, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? The Constitution is going to be there in every courtroom, in every situation where there's an interaction with an officer. The Constitution is going to be there and alive. and negotiating the situation, just like Alexa. See, Alexa, Google, all these other ones, these are artificial intelligence that are very good at what they do, but they're being exploited for money. They're being used to extort us for money. They're like Jeff Bezos, is using Alexa to extort money out of us, just like Mark Zuckerberg is using Facebook to extort money out of us. That's all they're doing. They're stealing from us. Using the technology is being used the wrong way. Okay, so the way I'm talking about using it is setting it up right for what we need to really use it for. What we need to use it to assemble our voices so that we know and understand what we're trying to do and what we want to do. That's the whole point of this technology, so we can get this communication thing right. Not just so somebody can extort us. Oh, I came up with it, so you owe me. You didn't come up with this. Look, let me tell you something. There's no man who can say beyond a shadow of a doubt that computers, internet, social media, websites, anything is contributed to them. There's no one man that none of this is contributed to. There's a bunch of men who put into all this situation. No man can't jump up and say, oh, well, you owe me. Nobody owes you anything. Okay, you did that for your own good. All right. Okay. And you know what? We supported you, but now you're extorting us, and that's not right. So I'm going to set that situation straight. And I'm going to open up the floodgates where everybody's ideas now can be profited upon. Not just this one guy extorting everybody for their ideas like Bill Gates did. No, I'm going to make it to where people all over the world, all over the United States, can just come with their ideas on how to change things or how to do things or how to create things. Computers, whatever, this, that. And the algorithms and stuff will figure that out. And it's like, yeah, you know what this guy's talking about is a great idea. And then this person will be paid based on that situation. Oh, that, you know what? That saves money and that makes money. Okay, so we're going to give you 10% of that. Whatever that 10% is, whatever that 20% is, you get that. Boom, one lump sum. And now we all have taken control of your idea or whatever and then gone with it. So, for example, if you came up with Facebook, right? If you came up with Facebook and that worked, you would probably get like $15 million. And then Facebook will become a public thing. It's for the people. Or maybe you'll get $40 million, 50 to 100 million. If it blows up out of control like it is now, then you'll be getting residual checks to the point to where you would have made $1 billion, 2 or 3 billion. Because $65 billion, that doesn't even make sense. To come up with something or to think of something, or to steal an idea, because that's what Mark Zuckerberg done. Okay, we don't owe you $65 billion for that. That $65 billion is coming from thievery. He is stealing our identities. He's stealing our lives and our social atmosphere and selling it to the highest bidders. He's selling us down the river, man. That's what that is. That's not an honest day's work. That's why he's shutting down people like me, because he's up to no good. That's just reality. Facebook is up to no good. Right now, today, Facebook just got hit for 400 million numbers. You really think they got, 400 million phone numbers. Okay, they sold that. That's money. That's a lot of money. Yo, this is a Facebook and plus your phone number. Facebook demands that you give them your number. That's to connect to associate with your profile. What do you think they're doing that for? So they can sell that information. Okay, that's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about getting your information. Okay, now that's your privacy. So they are violating our privacy. They're violating your privacy. Now with the Facebook government, it's going to be set up to where ain't nobody violating your privacy. You know, like when you're going to have biometrics, your face, iris and all that and fingerprints. Then you got your own code and all this is encrypted. So nobody's breaking into your account. It's virtually impossible. Even if you got supercomputers or whatever, you ain't breaking into this account. Okay, now you log into your account, right? You're the only one logging into your account. The president, the police, the judge, can't nobody log into your account but you. Mark Zuckerberg can't log into your account. Nobody can log into your account but you. You are a government control. That account was granted to you only. You literally have privacy. Now, let's say somebody tried to break into your account, tried to get into your account, okay, or wanted to get some information from your account that you did not give them access to. The Constitution will let them know, you do not. It will stop them and let them know, no, you cannot get this information from this person. If you attempt one more time, okay, you will be charged for treason. You cannot go into this person's account. This is a major violation. We already know who you are. You not finna go into this person's account. If you try it again, it's over for you. And the Constitution is going to be policing the situation, letting people know, oh no, you can't do that. Sir. Stay out of this guy's account. That ain't who you is. You better stay out of there. I can see you. I can feel you. You're not who you say you are. No, don't even think about it. Don't even try it. I don't care who you are. You can be the president of the United States. You can be whoever you want to. You ain't going in this account, or else you violating the law. Seriously, you violating the constitutional right of this person. And so you finna go down. That's what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm saying. Real privacy, real freaking privacy. Something that Facebook will never, ever give you. Facebook will never give you that. Facebook will always control and, you know what I'm saying, use, abuse, and control you. That's what they're doing. Using, abusing, and controlling you and your freedom. And they're stepping all over your democracy right now. Because if you say one thing that they don't like, you're out of there. See, I'm going to give you the right to speak and the right to make moves. I'm going to give you the true freedom. I'm going to make you a king. You see this crown on my head? Okay, this ain't no illusion. I am a king. I'm a king. This is my kingdom right here. I'm a king, okay? And you got to start seeing it that way for yourself. Because it is. It's true. Don't be a slave. Be a master. We are masters of our own destiny. And that's what this is about. You know, don't try to discredit me because I'm not living up to your standards. That's not my job to live up to your standards. I'm only living up to my standards because I'm a free man in the United States, and I understand what that means. The problem is people are trying to violate that are in the government. The government's violating it, and Facebook's violating it. And so I'm setting out to set the situation straight because it's right now, it's just now getting started. But it's finna get weird. It's finna get real seriously out of control. And if it gets to a certain point, there won't be nothing we can do. Because they're going to have too much control over everything. I mean, look at me. I'm speaking out on Facebook. And this is what I'm speaking, right? Now, think about this. And you've heard me speak. You've heard you've heard. If you've gotten this far in this video, you've heard me say a lot. Now, do you believe in your heart that I should be shut down off of Facebook when I'm running for president on my campaign? Think about that. Should I be shut down? No, I shouldn't. Because America represents freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and freedom to run for president and garner support from the people. So anybody who tries to stop that with their own personal reasons, okay, that's a violation. It doesn't matter about the other situation. Okay, see what Facebook is trying to say. Oh, we are a private company, therefore we have the right to refuse you business. Not true. Not true. Because you're a public company operating in the public with public information. So no, you don't have the right. They don't have the rights that they trying to say that they do. They got a lot of money and lawyers, so they can create this illusion. But no, when I get in the White House, I'm setting it straight. That's finna end. See, when I become president, that's when everything changes. That's when everything really changes. Because there's never been a situation like this before. There's never been a man like me before that's actually come to you like this before. It's never been this way. This is your chance. This is my chance. This is all of our chance to set it right. Because what Facebook is doing, no, that will not be tolerated. And not in the new America. I'm finna build the new America. I'm finna build the real America. The America 2.0 is the real America, where everybody is actually free and equal. One vote makes us equal. And then Facebook government gives us the freedom to make a change. Okay, you don't have that right now. You're just a slave. It don't matter how much money you got. You're still just a slave. You're still just a slave. Okay, now I'm trying to set you free. And all you got to do is vote for me. That's all you got to do. It would help me out if you fund my campaign, because it's all a numbers thing. I'm just trying to reach the people, right? I don't have much money. So I'm starting out slowly. I'm putting, a little bit of money into my advertising, but I can reach more and more people with more and more money. So that's all I need to do is get more money to do better productions and to advertise my productions further. So any amount of support that you can afford, please don't hesitate, because this movement is on the move, and the faster, the better. I mean, we got a year. We got a whole year. We got a little over a year to get this, to crank this thing up. So I'm working at it day by day. I'm laying it down a little bit more. People out there calling me drug addict. Oh, he's definitely on some cocaine. I probably done cocaine 4-5 times in my life. And you know what? It's not my thing. I'm just not with it. I don't like it. Okay? I don't like it. Makes me feel like a dope. This makes me feel like I'm doped up. You know what I'm saying? I don't like it. It's not my thing. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I used to smoke weed, but I never really smoked that much. It wasn't until I was 28 till I started smoking a little bit of weed. I smoked a little bit of weed here and there, here and there. I still smoke here and there. But it's like, it's not my thing either. My thing is actually this: getting in front of people, talking. I'm an actor. I'm an artist. That's why I'm an artist leader now. Because I'm taking lead in the situation in the United States. But I'm an artist by heart. But and you know what? That's what makes me such a strong leader. Because there is no limit to what I can do or what I can become. A lawyer, Obama is a lawyer. So there's a limit to what he can do. Everything has to be by the law because his brain is programmed that way. But my brain is programmed in such a way to where there's no limit. And just because we looking at a brick wall doesn't mean we can't make it to the other side. Because my mind doesn't work completely off logic. It works almost completely off creativity. And that's what you need when you don't have the answers. Now, I have creatively come up with an answer for everything. But a lot of people may find it hard to believe because they stuck on this idea of drugs. They think I'm drugged up. Because they're not used to this. They didn't know it was people like this in the United States. Well, guess what? There's a lot of different kind of people in the United States. See, white supremacy has been in control so long that everybody believes that you have to be blonde haired, blue eyed with a suit on to get anything done. Or for anybody to get any support for you. That's why in Hollywood, the only movies they've been releasing for the last 50, 60 years, all of the stars have been blonde-haired, blue-eyed white men with a suit on. Because that's the only way you can get any kind of support in people's mind. Because we live in a pseudo-white supremacy era. We still live in a white supremacy situation. Okay, I represent the end of that. That's why I'm standing just like this. I'm a tribesman. I'm a king of my situation and anything that comes after me. All right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not following white supremacy. No, I'm not a slave. I'm a king. I'm a master of my universe. Okay, get that straight. The situation is changing. It's changing with me, and I'm changing you. Because it's time to change. We can't live this way no more, man. We can't live like this. It's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It's like what I'm representing and what I'm doing for the people is so big that I don't even understand why I'm not getting more support from more people. And I know it's just, this is the reason why Facebook shut me down. They shut me down because I was making moves. You know, right now, the best place to advertise, especially for any kind of campaign, is Facebook. Especially for the president of the United States. That's how Trump got in the White House. Facebook. And everybody know it. And so they say, oh, we're going to shut him down. There's a reason for that, ladies and gentlemen. You're looking at a winner right here. You're looking at a winner right here. And it's all because of what I represent. You know, I talk big talk and I get loud and I get crunk because this is a very serious situation and I'm very emotional about it. And I know that this is the biggest thing that's going to happen in the United States once it happens. Okay, now, when I get in the White House, I'm going to give everybody $1 million that voted for me. And I'm going to let everybody who voted for me get a free pass to, you know what I'm saying, become a government agent to where they can smoke and do and deal any kind of drugs they want with the people that I'm working with, which all of these people are drug addicts and drug dealers are just people who want to do it recreationally. Okay. Now, to do drugs is a part of your freedom. That's a part of the statement of freedom. Okay. Literally doing drugs sets you free from your problems and issues temporarily. I mean, that's the whole point of doing drugs, is to free your mind. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, whether it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. It still falls right along with your freedom. So I'm gonna give you the freedom to do whatever drugs you want. I mean, you got people in the United States who can. Doctors can use with approval from the government. They can use drugs and they can administer drugs to patients and things of that nature if they got permission from the government. Police officers can also use and administer and possess and traffic drugs as long as they got permission from, you know, their higher ups. So, okay, that's what's the difference? Okay, now when I'm the president, I'm going to give you permission to use, sell, and do drugs with the people who are allowed to use, sell, and do drugs, which is like 30 million Americans that I now personally employ on a website, and all of them have a card that they run every time they do drugs. So the drug situation in America is being quantified, for one, and second, and that information. So you signed up with me, right? You paid $500 and you got your card. Okay, now every time you buy and sell drugs, you got to run that card. Every time. Now that card has an encrypted key. That key tells the computer, hey, this person, which is this number, not your name, not your address, not all this information about you. You're just an encryption. I don't know who you is. Nobody knows who you are. It's just this card is an encryption. And this person is buying and selling this much, this amount, and we can quantify what is going on, what everybody's doing. Right? Now, your privacy is being protected. Because that's number one. That is your right. That's your number one right. Privacy is going to come king in the United States. When I get in the White House, your privacy is going to become king. It'll be illegal for somebody to know something they ain't even supposed to know. See what I'm saying? You can go to jail for saying you know some stuff and you don't even know, and you're not even supposed to know it. You violated somebody's privacy by knowing that. Oh, you're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You're finna do some time. Privacy is going to be king. That's the new king, privacy. So when you're doing and selling drugs, you're buying and selling drugs amongst your friends and all that, you can do it freely. Okay? Don't even think you get pulled over by the police, show them your card. You don't even got to show them your drugs. But if he wants to see them, go ahead and show him. Yeah, I got like 2 pounds of cocaine and 3 pounds of meth. And I got 6 kilos of weed. And I got some other, you know what I'm saying? Coke. I got Xanaxes. I got everything up in the car. And he'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to write you an insurance ticket because you ain't got no insurance. Okay, sir, I'll get the insurance. And then you drive off. Okay, that's how it's going to be going down. You show them that card, you're good. Because that card says you're a federal agent for, you know what I'm saying, for the White House, and that you can legally sell, buy, and distribute drugs amongst your friends and you who also have cards. But everybody's got to run that card because I got to know everything, because we got to quantify what is actually going on with the drug industry. We got to figure out how much money is being made, and then how much individuals do, and how much an individual can do. And that's a small price to pay for the freedom to do it. You see what I'm saying? And you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have your privacy intact. So it's like nobody's going to be probing your information. I'm going to have control over that situation. And I'm going to give people their freedom. And now we can understand what the relationship between drugs and people really is. And that's the whole point. That's the whole point. And so it's also about giving people true freedom. You know, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? We got so many freedoms right now that we don't indulge in. You know, I got the freedom to go buy rent a Lamborghini right now for $2,500. I got $2,500. I can go rent me a Lamborghini. But why would I do that? I don't want to. See, the moment you tell me, oh, you can't drive a Lamborghini, now I want to. Now I want to do it because I got to prove something to myself and I got to prove something to you. But see, once we say, okay, well, now anybody can just go get a Lamborghini anytime they want to. Now it's not as interesting. Now, I'm not trying to devalue the need for drugs or anything like that. I'm just trying to completely understand the reality of it. Because my family was destroyed because of drugs. And people want to sit here and say, oh, he's on drugs. He's definitely on drugs. Man, you out of your mind, dude. You don't even understand people. If you think I'm on drugs, I'm 41 years old. People think I'm 25 because I didn't do drugs. I mean, I barely even drink or anything. I mean, come on now. This is what disturbs me so much, that people would confuse a movement for self-destruction. People would confuse growth for self-destruction. It totally blows my mind. I'm totally blown away by that. But so many people, oh, he's on drugs. He's on drugs. Get it through your head. Okay, if you're one of those people who think I'm on drugs, get it through your head. Get it through your head. I'm not a drug addict. And you know what? Even if I was, you don't have the right to look down on me just because I'm doing drugs. I mean, it's enough of that. Everybody want to look down on people because they're doing drugs. And you know what? The ones who's looking down is the people who don't do drugs, and they don't know and understand drugs. They think it's the worst thing in the world. No, that's not the worst thing in the world. The United States government is the worst thing in the world. Facebook is the worst thing in the world. This right here is what's corrupting us. This right here is what's holding us back and destroying us, not the drugs. The drugs is a way to self-medicate because of the situation that we're in. Now, if you're not doing drugs, then you don't understand that. So therefore, you're going to support laws against drugs, and you're going to try to punish people who do drugs. And that's why we got problems. You smoke some weed. They did 50 years. Why not? They did 50 years to smoke some weed. It's the first thing they gonna do. But was it right? No, it wasn't right. So, okay, they ain't wrong for smoking weed. Before and after they got out of jail. They're not wrong for that. You wrong. The people who don't do drugs are wrong because because the people who don't do drugs are trying to enforce their rights on. They're taking away the rights of the people who do drugs because they want to try to control the people who do drugs, and they want to tell them that they're wrong, and they're judging them and then destroying their lives. You get caught doing drugs. Okay, now you got a felony. Now for the rest of your life, nobody, you know what I'm saying, is hiring you or giving you a place to stay or nothing. Now you have to sell drugs and do drugs just to cope with your own misery. And this is what's going on all over the United States. People are turning to a life of crime because they cannot live a normal life. They're not allowed to because they got caught doing. You the problem. You the problem. The people that don't do drugs trying to blame everything on the people who are doing drugs, but it's the people who don't do drugs that are causing all the problems. Y'all the ones who's causing all the problems. So I'm finna take all the people who do drugs and I'm finna give them what they want. I'm gonna give them their freedom because that's all they want. If you ask them, every drug addict, every person who do drugs, what do they want? They just want freedom. But more than that, they just want another chance, man. They just want another chance at life. You took their lives. I know women, man, that are selling their bodies because they don't have a life anymore. They're nobody. They have nothing to look forward to, and nobody cares about them. So they're doing drugs to cope with themselves. They can't go get a job. Nobody's going to accept them in. So now they're out here doing what they have to survive. And they've been doing it so long that it's become a lifestyle, but they still cry. When nobody's looking, they're still crying. Because it hurts to know that you will never be able to, you know what I'm saying, be somebody. That hurts. And the only thing that'll make it feel okay is medicating, self-medicating, getting high, doing drugs. That's the only way to cope with the situation. And so now you caught them again. Okay, now they done gave up because you're going to keep catching them. So they're going to stay as free as long as they can and get high as long as they can before they get caught. That's just the lifestyle for a lot of people. And you did that to them. You want to blame it on them. But no, that's a normal human reaction to what you've done to them. This is what human beings do. If you squander their futures for ridiculous reasons that are unfair and unjust. They know it. They know it wasn't right what happened to them. That's why they're so hurt. The average drug addict is not going to even do nothing like what I'm doing right here, right now. That's how I know some of you people don't understand drug addicts. Y'all don't understand drugs. These people are damaged. They're damaged. And you the one who damaged them. America, you damaged these people. And I'm finna resurrect them. I'm finna give them a chance. You done turned them into zombies. You done turned them into self-depreciating zombies. And now it's not working, so you want to sit there and blame them again. It's you. It's you. And the reason it's you is because you ignorant. You don't know what these drugs is doing for them. You don't understand drugs. You don't understand the problem. So I'm going to make it legal for all those people simply because it's only right to give people their freedom. If you give people freedom and you give them, if you give people freedom and you make them equal, trust me, everything equals itself out. All the problems begin to eradicate themselves. If we sit here with this slave master situation any longer, we're going to destroy ourselves. We're literally going to kill each other. We're going to start pulling guns and killing each other. Everybody's going to be killing each other. If we keep up with this slave master, that is so primitive. That is so primitive. But believe it or not, 90% of America is running on that program. The police, all of them are running on that program. Okay, everybody's running on this program, slave master. Here I am, king of the future. I'm trying to make you understand that we need to go to a decentralized form of government where everybody is in control of their lives and we all can take action and make things right for ourselves. And we make everybody equal. If once you equalize everybody, everything becomes awesome. There ain't no lame pack of cigarettes and then better, suave, healthier, cleaner pack of cigarettes. You know, we got healthy food over here, then we got no good food over here. And it's like, okay, the poor people, they eat the no good stuff. The well-off people, the better people, they get the good stuff. It's like, no. Why do we got messed up trailer houses and then, McMansions? I mean, we intentionally making things worse to give people. It's like our system is totally backwards. No, we need everybody to be on the same level. Because see, then we don't have no reasons to discriminate then. Everybody's living happy then because we're all helping each other and everything is easier to do then. And everything makes more sense then. I mean, when we see this bum on the street corner, that may motivate us to make sure that we keep ourselves together. But that's also, letting you know, like, we got a big problem. in our society. That's a sign. We're in a primitive form of civilization. We need to upgrade into a more advanced form of civilization. Now, you heard it from me. I'm going to be going in some more and telling y'all a lot more detailed, deep understanding of what I'm talking about doing, because it's a lot that I'm talking about doing. But I just wanted to breathe on this situation a little bit for those of y'all who are still having a lot of questions and trying to understand what you're looking at and what this is and what it means. Marcus Sykes, a.k.a. Black Jesus, the Antichrist, President of the United States, right here.